Well, Donnie, it feels like just yesterday we were sitting right over there in the press box watching this magical season come to an end with Governor's Cup playoffs. But here we are, now we're back. I mean, I don't know about you, but it feels great to be back.
Yeah, it did feel like yesterday I was in the clubhouse kind of looking around for where some of the players were, and Ref Snyder's on the other side of the room, and Ben Gamel's in the same spot, and Aaron Judge is in the same spot, but Gary Sanchez is in a different spot. But it kind of tells you that this team is not all that much different than it was when the season ended in September last year against Indianapolis in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. Now, a lot of new guys are in with this team, along with a lot of fresh faces. But what are you looking forward to this season?
Starting pitching is going to be the key, I think. I mean, these guys are going to hit. Let's face it. This lineup is set up to hit. They have some really big-time relievers coming back from last year, so they're going to be able to close out games. The question, when you talk about whether this team's going to be competitive or not, is what's the starting rotation going to be able to give you? And we know Chad Green's going to start on opening night, but then you get into Kyle Haynes, who was up and down here a little bit last year, and the third starter is really two starters. It's Tyler Webb and Nick Rumbelow kind of piggybacking off of each other, so they can build up some innings, and then you're going into a couple of veteran guys with Tyler Olson and Tyler Olson, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Tyler Olson and Anthony Swarzak. So it's going to be interesting to see what they give, because that's not your traditional Scranton Wilkes-Barre starting rotation where normally that's a strength. This is the big question mark this year by a mile with this team. I would say is the starting rotation.
Yeah, you hinted at it earlier about the lineup, and that's a big thing for me. I mean, this team is loaded at the top of the lineup. You start with Ben Gamel, the season that he had, International League Rookie of the Year. You got him in the outfield, Slade Heathcott, Gary Sanchez, top catching prospect. And then, of course, you got Aaron Judge. I mean, everyone's talking about him, 6'7", 275 pounds. To put it in perspective how big he is, he's an inch shorter than LeBron James and 25 pounds heavier. So the guy is for real. The question is, can he hit? That's the thing, and everybody's looking at that. Is he, every time he hits a home run, put it on Twitter, call him up. We know it's not that easy, but this is a big year for him. And I mean, this lineup, they're going to hit, but like you said, the big thing is going to be the starting pitching.
Yeah, and the thing with Judge is he's been working on a leg kick in the off season, so he was kind of pick his foot up, put it down, and take the swing. This year he's working on the leg kick to help his timing out a little bit. And I talked to him earlier. He said he thinks that might help him down the road against some of the breaking balls that affected him here last year. But yeah, I mean, you didn't even mention Ref Snyder, and Ref Snyder is as steady a hitter as you get in the International League. This lineup's good. I mean, you could formulate it in several different ways, and they're going to play well defensively. I mean, Donovan Solano's a great defender at a couple of different positions. And Pete Kozma is a big time Gold Glove caliber major league shortstop. And, you don't know what you're going to get from the bat with him, but he's going to be able to play the position. And you have a lot of different guys who bring something different to the offense. Defense should be really good, but the starting pitching, if they don't get better than you'd expect, then it could be a long season. Or last year, hey, someone like Kyle Davies came in and stepped up and pitched really well. So if you get that veteran guy out of this group, Swarzak or an Olson who comes in and pitches that well, then you can have something pretty good going.
Mm-hmm. Well, it should be an exciting season for sure. We'll see how it unfolds. For Donnie Collins, I'm Shane Hennigan. Thanks for tuning in.